Buddy Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Boku no Hero Academia, aka My Hero Academia, chapter 392. So before I get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, okay, I'm going to briefly address, the elephant in the room, which is the author comment that's coming out in this week's weekly Shonen Jump from Horikoshi, and that's this. Fluids kept coming from my ears, but now it finally stopped. My ears were at the brink of death. That was close. Mofo, stop taking things so literally. Seriously, especially the latter portion of the comment. Stop taking it so literally. We don't know the full scope of the situation. If it was more like shoulders, neck, spine, I'd be like, okay, now I would be extremely concerned. But ears, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's related to overwork or what. I will ask my mom if she knows, because she, for those of you that don't know, worked for 30 years at UCSF as a neurointensive care nurse, so I will ask her about that. But this chapter makes me happy. Oh god, the first page of this chapter makes me happy, especially after last chapter where Toga was calling out Ochako's fakery. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh my god. I swear to god, if Ropey dies, I will live. Because I remember what I said. I either wanted Ochako or Ropey to die by Toga's hand. Because it would be karma. I would love it if both of them did. Please do both. Please. Horikoshi, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I know the Froppy fans are going to be pissed, but I don't give a shit. This was karma. This is karma. This was karma. All of that. Let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. And this chapter is titled Villain Name. Swallowed up by a horde. Oh, this makes me happy. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, let's get to this. Froppy! Ugh, the wounds I got on Akuto Island are making it hard for me to fight back. Here we go. You never had to deal with even a single inconvenience. The rules were made for people like you. You were born into such an easy life. Oh, here's Toga's childhood. Here we go. You killed a sparrow to drink its blood, and then you smiled. No, I found it on the ground in the backyard. Oh, see, like, Toga can't help it. Oh, the bane of my existence. See, the thing with Toga is, and I feel like I'm going to really relate to this, this is going to be some mental illness, and oh god, after all the fuckery I've been through, because mental illness is invisible, and people don't understand that. Because especially this, let's straighten you out so you can be normal. Oh god, I'm lucky. I have dysfunctional, as dysfunctional as my family is, I'm lucky. Because as I said, my mom worked in neurointensive care. So I got properly diagnosed. My family doesn't consider mental illness a taboo, especially since my dad has it and his side of the family has it. So I'm lucky it's properly treated and all of that. And I know I will not be normal. It sucks, but it is what it is. But there's a lot more people that don't get their mental illness treated. They never get it diagnosed. If they have problems, it's considered taboo. It's a stigma. Mental illness is stigmatized. So seeing this is very interesting and it's awesome for me. There's also I know there's also the LGBT people that are probably really relating to this too, but I'm telling you right now, this is more about mental illness than gender identity or anything else. You can say it's gender identity all you fucking want, but it is not. This is straight up mental illness. Do not take this away from me. And I swear, if these mofos say neurocognitive, I'm gonna be, oh, not neurocognitive, excuse me, neurodivergent. I fucking hate that word. That word is, and I hate that mentally ill people are saying this. Those that are saying neurodivergent is extremely patronizing. I needed to get that tangent out of my system. Oh, God. Anyways. Oh, it'll just be a minute, okay? I'll come right over. Yes, that's fine. Wait, sorry. Oh, it'll just be a minute, okay? I'll come right over. Yes, that's fine. That's right. Deviance is common in children with strong quirks. Oh, God. If you are diagnosed with, like, ADHD or ADD, yeah, you know about this. It happens all the time in our current society. We'll fix it. It'll be like it never existed. Oh my God. Yep. 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 Lobotomies happened to mentally ill people for a reason. Back in the day. That's back in the day, not now. This don't happen no more. At least I hope not. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop. Stop that. Chan's face is scary. You're like some sort of deviant. Oh, so she's seeing all the types of love. Because she don't get that. That's sad. And because that's normal to her, obviously. Just be normal. Or, wait, nothing we say is getting through to her. Just be normal. Well, Himiko, you drank your friend's blood? That's wrong. They were hurt, so I kissed it, better. So, basically, what Toga is using here, according to the translation note, is an onomatopoeia. Yeah, onomatopoeia for kiss or suck. Well, God, I can't help but think of a hero from Witch Watch. I really can't. Because if it was controlled, if they see, it's again, this is like mental illness, and it's the same thing with Toya as well. If it was controlled, if it was treated, then like how I'm treated, it takes a long time. It took 2 decades for me to get the right treatment. It did, and it was a cocktail of drugs, but and obviously the therapy I have, which is YouTube, to find the right treatment for me. But it takes a long time. But once you find it, it's so much easier. But this was not the right way to go about it. Mom, that's not normal. Don't you want to be normal? Mama, Papa, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. Is everyone suppressing their desire to become the ones they love? Why doesn't anyone else kiss the way I do? Uh, uh, this just isn't right. She's rotten to the core. Gave birth to a child that isn't human. You swept your feelings under the rug. You put on a mask and suppressed yourself. See, this is mental illness. Because mental illness is an invisible illness. Because we put masks on. And again, I understand LGBT people can relate to this too. Especially, you know what? I'm going to say this. Trans people, I can actually, ones that actually have gender dysphoria, you guys can probably relate to this a lot more than anything like I can, because gender dysphoria is actually a form of mental illness. So I'm going to take back what I said in regards to, and I'm bisexual, by the way, in terms of LGBT people, transgender people that actually have gender dysphoria, you guys can probably relate to this a lot. You can. So I just want to put that out into the universe. You swept your feelings under the rug. You put on a mask and suppressed yourself in an attempt to become someone else. You know what? Those that are in the closet that are dealing with dealing with bigoted parents probably can relate to this too, technically. But those that deal with actual gender dysphoria, not these fucking trans trenders, you guys are probably relating to this. You guys are. I can. You guys are probably extremely relating to this. I can't. Oh God, the trans trenders have really fucked everything up. But anyone with mental illness, including gender dysphoria, can relate to this. I hate that this fucking gender identity shit really has fucked everything up, especially for, actually, as I said, for people that actually do have, gender dysphoria. Anyways, but I feel like in this context, though, in this situation, because I have to say it, because I have to say this because Toga is not trans, because motherfuckers are gonna try. Toga, this is more straight up like a mental, like kind of like my mental illness kind of situation, more so than like a gender dysphoric situation. I have to just put that out into the universe, or it will drive my ADHD brain nuts. But anyways, Araka! Sorry, Araka! Sia-chan! Ribbit, that's not her! Huh? Oh, Hero, that's Toga! Wait, that's not her, that's Toga! All heroes must die. The clones are drinking the blood that's spattered across that's spattered across the battlefield. Even mine. To fight against this kind of army, everyone needs to coordinate and attack together. Do it, Toga. Please kill the motherfuckers. But we've been scattered, and if any of the heroes got tricked by her, what? There's nothing we can do to stop them. Kill them right now. Heroes die. Toga Himiko-chan, listen to me. At first, I thought, no, 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 no. Kill this bitch. No, no, no. At first, I thought that being a hero meant following the rules. Anything less than that seemed villainous. Oh, fuck off, Ropey. Listen, Toga-chan. Right now, my friend's priority is not the rules. More than anything else, she wants to comfort you. Oh, fuck off, Ropey. Ropey, shut the fuck up. Shut up, Ropey. The path she's chosen is much harder than simply arresting or killing you. I know that Ochako-chan is more than a little late, but can you please listen to what she has to say? No. We're just too different. I've never felt the blessings and happiness you speak of. Not even once. Don't apply your standards to decide that you should pity me. Thank you. Thank you. I love this, and I can relate to this too. I'm gonna finish this and I'll say why. Come to think of it, Toga-chan, why don't you pick out a villain name? Memories from the past. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we're gonna pick out a villain name next chapter, but I can relate to this too, and I'll explain why. Because when people like take pity on my situation, whether it be my mental illness or, what I've been going through with my grieving process or anything like that, I can, like pitying or whatnot, I consider it extreme, and especially the neurodivergent fuckery, I consider extremely patronizing. And I love that Toga is basically saying, fuck off. I don't need your pity. You guys are patronizing me. Why are you doing this shit? And I understand. I understand exactly what she's saying. I can relate to this so much, and I appreciate this. This is great. This is so awesome. And I don't understand why people are saying this chapter is trash when this chapter is actually pretty powerful. It is. It is. Why are you saying this is... Why are people saying that? Maybe it's because people don't understand. I know people want to get back to all for one, but like this is actually extremely powerful and really important to people like me. I don't know if anyone else can relate to this. Um, uh, where they've dealt, where not dealt, where they are dealing with mental illness, which is basically this is like a war within your body, or not within your body, within your head. You're fighting your head. It's and you're wired, and just like with Toga, with how she's wired to her quirk. She was born with this quirk. In the case of me, with bipolar, or in the case, oh, I'm not going to not going to use that. In the case of bipolar, I was born like this. I didn't, and yeah, it didn't like really, and actually bipolar. This is actually a great way because it's kind of like a quirk in the worst way. With bipolar, it's interesting because for me, my mental illnesses didn't really manifest itself until I turned, what was it? Until like right before I turned, or no, it was before I turned 14. That's when I got diagnosed with ADHD and borderline bipolar. And then full on bipolar, onset bipolar, came in my late teens, early 20s. And then everything else came with it. So like it's it's interesting. It's kind of, that's what I'm like. It's now that I think about it, it's kind of like a quirk. I'm kind of like Koichi, especially. I feel like Koichi and Vigilantes, but in the worst way. I know I shouldn't be laughing at this, but it's my mental illness, so I can laugh at it. I have the right to laugh at it. But like people are saying Toga's being weird. No, no, no. This is fighting. This is really deep. I know I shouldn't be thinking it's deep, but it is deep. This is really talking about what people like me who have mental illness go through. Um, People that are not blessed like me go through, and what she's saying to Ochako, um, in terms of her being blessed, like people like her that don't have to struggle with this. But I can't help but think of if you don't believe me on the mental illness stuff, think of go look at All for One's psychological theory in Quirk's psychological theory in what was it in Vigilantes, how with hero quirks, their quirks are stable. With villains quirks, they are completely unstable to the point where the quirk controls them. So that's what I'm referring to. It's quirk psychology. But I love this. I love this. I really hope, I love that she's saying this to Froby, especially. She's like, Froby, fuck off. You care now? It's too late for you. Especially you, Froby. You're the one that pushed Chaco to say this stupid shit in the first place. So fuck off, Froby. Seriously, fuck off. But mental illness is a stigma, and that's just, it's sad. It's really sad. And the thing is, though, and I do want to point this out, this is where it's different from like something like, remember what I said about trenders? It's not like that for me. Bipolar is not trendy. It is still a stigma. Mental illnesses like mine are a stigma, and we get treated like shit. Our illnesses are not our disability. I am disabled, by the way. I'm considered disabled, but It's not a real disability. That's what I mean by a stigma. It sucks. Really fucking sucks. But anyways, I'm very curious what you guys think. Hopefully you guys understand why especially I relate to Toga and why I like her a lot. It's because I see myself in her, especially as someone that has had to endure similar similar experiences to an extent, especially when they're talking about putting on a mask to hide, especially with to hide all the inner turmoil that you're dealing with. You have to, especially when the parents are trying to turn her normal by putting her in I think they were going to try and put her like in a mental institution or something like that. Yeah, that would not be fun. But I'm very curious what you guys think. Um, Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdy Kids Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Boku no Hero Academia content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.